let's go to Arlanda again. One thing is really crazy here in Sweden, and that is that you can book first class train and it costs just 10 euro more, or like $8 more, and you get the breakfast included in that, and how much coffee as you like. So that's really crazy. But this nice price is if you just get this nice price if you book quite in advance. That's when you can get like 8 euro more for a first class ticket, and then it's going to cost quite much more. And I'm going to Berlin, and that's going to be great. The Swedish Globetrotter is going away again. It's not often that had happened now the last 2 years, but the world is opening up again. Det var rätt. So finally I am at Arlanda airport, and my flight is leaving in 2 hours, so it's perfect timing. The train was in time. Very good breakfast on the train for just 100 kronor extra in first class. And now I will go and to the secured. Tack så du. Berlin. Now let's show the COVID evidence, the COVID vaccine evidence. Oh, that was really strange. No passport control, no COVID vaccine control or anything, just walking out. That's European Union in a nutshell. So, there I got the ticket. Now I'm heading for the city center of Berlin. This is so much cheaper than take a taxi or anything. Just Google it on Google the hotel or whatever wherever you want to go, and then you just hit local transportation on the Google Maps, and Google Maps tell you where to go. It's so easy. Go like 400 meters to the next train station, and then take train S5 or something. And then they even tell you where to change the train to the bus or whatever. It's amazing.
Next station, Berlin-Ostkreuz. Aufstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
It's not easy before you know the system and the logistic about a tram station or a subway in a town. Here it comes, an East German train. It looks like that. Really old. Oh, I'm back, baby. I'm back to traveling again. It so feels so amazing to be out again. This is the second trip I have made outside Sweden in I think it's more than 1.5 years. 19 November I was away for a really long trip to Southeast Asia. So it's become Prague and now Berlin after that. And now I'm going to surprise a friend that are here in Berlin and working for 2 months. She's away from Thailand. She works as a masseuse here in Berlin, working to make some good money to take home to Thailand. And she has holiday in 2 days from the work. I know her for almost 10 years. She's a really good friend of mine. So she's my little sister. And this is a bit outside Berlin. This is a suburb area. And I really love the suburb area, the restaurants, the pubs, everything outside. A big city is more genuine and cozy, I think. And I have not booked a room yet. I don't know. Maybe I found something here. In this part. Schönstedt. Something like that. I think it's Schönstedt or Schönstedt. It's very hard with German pronunciations. I'm so happy. I'm back on the streets. I'm back in the world again. The Swedish Globetrotter. This is a big city. I think it's 5 million people or something. Dachboden. German name for attic. So this is the top floor, the attic on the hotel, but it's totally okay. Totally okay. The first night in Berlin. Now I'm sitting here and drinking coffee. Outside my small hotel. This would never happen in a 5-star hotel. But in a, I think it's a 2-star or a 3-star. Just come out, take some air, and the manager just gave me a cup of coffee when I sit out here. And now I'm going to get a hotel breakfast. It's very okay prices. It cost like $50 for one night here. It's not the cheapest hotel for me, but totally okay. So now let's explore Berlin. And now I'm in Schönstedt. I think it's called that. And this is a part a little bit outside Berlin. So this is going to be great. And I'm going to walk into the Berlin city. It's like 10 kilometers or something. I have never seen a longer straight. It's like, I think it's 10 kilometers in one straight line, this road I'm walking on. Everybody knows what Reeperbahn is most famous for. The Reeperbahn Festival. I don't going to say anything about what it's famous for, because you have to look that up if you don't know that. FC Trettob football club. It can't be a famous football club. Have you ever seen a pitch like this? I could take one of these. What do you call it in English? Kick bikes, maybe. Electric kick bikes, but you don't need to kick them if they are electric. Oh, I couldn't go 10 kilometers before the coffee, so I did a break here. But that's what I like to traveling around in England, Scotland, Germany, you find a pub, restaurant or a coffee shop wherever you go. That's what I like about walking also. Electric tuk-tuk, I've never seen that before. How many miles can you go? Kilometer?
Day 60.
60 kilometers, that's good.
That's only for
Hello.
Lagi gue spali va? Ja. Vi macht das erstmal hier rein.
Peruvian coffee, very good. I'm doing a vlog about Berlin. This is also one thing that's very nice when you're walking. You just meet nice people. This gentleman just asked me if he can sit down with me and take a coffee, and now we have a really interesting talk about Germany and the language and Berlin and everything. Okay, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. That was a nice hour at the coffee shop. I was just going to take a fast coffee, and then I was there for 1 hour. The manager wanted to talk to me, and this guy who wants to sit with me. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it. I'm back traveling again and meeting people. I'm so excited. I'm so happy because this is my life. Traveling, seeing things, experiencing things. Do you really need a sign for that? Maybe dog people don't understand that. Oh, it smells good here. This must be one of Europe's longest streets in a straight line in a city. It's amazing. I think it's stretching for at least 20 kilometers, this straight road. And I'm walking 15 kilometers of it. Here's a big park. So it's a Soviet War memorial. It's a memorial from the year 1941 to 1945, when Russia come into Germany and invade Germany. Soviet Army Memorial, the defeat of National Socialism. In April and May of 1945, towards the end of World War II, countless people, including more than 22,000 Soviet soldiers, were killed in the fight to take over Berlin. In 1946, the Soviet military administration had the cemeteries for Soviet soldiers in Berlin redesigned, along with the Tiergarten Memorial completed in 1945, where more than 2,000 Soviet soldiers were laid to rest. Other large cemeteries were to hold the Red Army's war dead. Why can't people just be more nice to each other than just fighting? Just live their life and just enjoying it. We can talk about the restriction here in Germany, but it depends where you go in Germany. Like in Sweden, it's the same thing all over the country. In Berlin, they have their own rules. If you go to another city, it can be different. But I don't think it's so bad. So when I come to Prague, nobody looked at that one that I have in my telephone. And same thing here when I come to Berlin now, nobody looked at it. But then in the hotel, they really need to look over my telephone and see that I have 2 shots of vaccine that were good for the European Union. So the Russian and the Chinese vaccine is not okay here. And if you don't have a vaccine and want to stay in a hotel, you need to go to this rapid PCR test center, and that's for free. It takes 10 seconds to put up these tops in your nose. and then you get an email like 15 minutes later if you are negative or positive, and then you can show that to the hotel, and if it's negative you can stay in this hotel. And the same thing is about restaurants. If you go inside a restaurant and eating food, you need to have a proof of vaccine or a negative PCR test. And everywhere you go in a restaurant, inside a restaurant, if you don't eat food, you go to a supermarket or a train or a subway or a tram, you need to have face masks. And I hate these face masks. And the airplane here also till Germany, everywhere you go in the world now you need face masks. And I don't think they help, because you're putting your fingers on it. People have them like on their cheek like this, they take on it. It's so ridiculous. And some people just have face masks with cotton fabric and they don't help anything. It's just for showing that you have something on your mouth. So that was the memorial center for 22,000 soldiers. But my stomach don't care so much about that, because my stomach has only one goal, and that's to get full. So let's look up some restaurants that serve me a knugel or maybe a apfelstrudel with Swedish coffee for dessert.